What is going on, guys? Sorry, it's been 3 days since I posted my last video. We were doing that 4-day $10 to $2,500 challenge. I'm putting that on the back burner probably till Thursday Night Football. We got day one done, and then it just kind of didn't do well with that hockey play, which was on me because I should stick to sports that I know, which is basketball and NFL. And tonight is the first slate of the NBA season, which is huge. I'm so excited for it to be back. I got my two favorite sports in basketball and football back, which I'm very pumped about. I'm just giving you guys two $5 plays for today. I haven't had a challenge idea for this yet. I do in a way, but it's very risky. It's where you start with $5 and then you go for that 25x. I mean, you see the 137.5. I got a 10% bonus on that, but you go all in twice basically. And if you hit, you're doing really, really well. So, but I'm going to jump right into my first play, kind of give you the reasoning of why I back these plays, why I picked these players, and why I picked their prop for the night. Started off with the OKC-Houston game. I have Aaron Wiggins. I just saw this line and I said, that's way too easy. He was about like a 3.2, 3.3 assist person last year. And a lot of these statistics are to come from last year because it's the opening night. You have no idea what the hell you're talking about when it comes to these plays. Like, oh, he did really, really. We don't know. It's a new player this year. Maybe they learned something. Maybe they took a huge drop back. They're not as good as they were last year. We don't know. But I do see Aaron Wiggins at 1.5 assists. He runs the guard. He does facilitate the point guard. He will bring it up court. I can see him dishing it off to the side, hitting somebody on the open three, hitting a midi, finding someone down low. 2 assists does seem very reasonable for him, and I do like that line a lot. I think it's great value. Jump right into the next play. Amin Thompson, one of my favorite players in the NBA. What an athlete. I remember watching this guy last year. I was so happy that Houston gave him more minutes last year because it took till January, I think, where he started getting that 25 to 28 to 30-minute roll, and I was like, well, about time. One of the greatest athletes I've ever actually seen play. I think he's going to have a huge role this year. He might even run point. I have no idea how they're going to run him. I hope they make him run point because he'd be unstoppable. It'll be like another Luka. But 5 assists, I mean, they got a huge new offensive addition in Kevin Durant. He can bring it down low to, Sengun, anybody. I mean, he's going to have options. And the thing about Houston is they can shoot. But I think 5 assists is pretty easy for him. I think he'd be closer to 7. I do like this line, but then again, this is the beginning of the season, so I don't know what his role is going to be. So these are almost kind of field plays. That's why they're only $5 each. Kind of see what their roles are going to be. Next play is Kevin Durant. Buddy, you're 7 foot. If you don't get 5 rebounds, just even push this. I'd be very shocked. You should have 6 tonight. Easy. I don't see that not being a thing. Yeah, you're going against, a bigger lineup with, Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren being in that rotation. And I think Houston's got Steven Adams, I believe. Whatever. Either way, you're 6'11", 7 foot. You can get 6 boards. Just kind of hit that line easy, all right? We'll go to the Lakers-Warriors game. Brandon Bazinski, I know who he is. Yeah, he had some good moments last year. He did actually really well, especially when Curry was down and they were kind of running short with Jimmy and stuff like that. He was a pretty good player, but you're running against the Lakers. I don't see you getting 5 rebounds. And if you do, you're going to push. There's no way I see him getting over 5 rebounds. I think this line's a little inflated because he had those games last year where he did put up very, very nice stats, and they're probably expecting big things from him. I don't see him hitting it. I'll just move on to the next play. That's one of the ones where I'm like, I don't see even a shot in hell he hits it. Rui Hachimura, I think he's going to be exactly what he is. A very good defensive player. And he's I wouldn't even say very good. I would say above average defensive player. And yeah, he has his moments where he'll give you 18, 20 points, but I don't think the first game of the season, even with LeBron James out, he's going to get you 18 points. I see him giving you 8, 9, maybe 10. Maybe he hits a lucky 3. I have no idea. I don't see him getting over 12 points. Go to Steph Curry. It's not your job, man. Don't get rebounds. That's what I'm banking on. He did have some games last year where he had 7. He had double-doubles, triple-doubles. I don't see him getting that many rebounds, especially with a lineup that's somewhat healthy, not all the way healthy, but they're pretty healthy. He'll go back. He'll be a leader. He'll do assists. He'll shoot his threes. He'll get his points, and that I don't see him doing a lot of rebounding. We'll jump on to play number 2. Going back to Aaron Wiggins. Yeah, I see him being able to facilitate, but I don't see him. I see him like in that weird stat line, almost like a Draymond Green stat line, but not with rebounds. But I see him getting like that, 8 points, 6 points. In my opinion, he's more of a facilitator, in my opinion, than an actual go-ahead offensive threat. I'm kind of testing it here too, because I don't know if he's going to be, that direct line behind the shooting guard or point guard position. I mean, if he's behind, I would assume it'd be more Caruso, but I'm not 100% sure what his role is going to be. I think 11.5 is a little high for him, so I went with the under. Sengun, minus Kevin Durant, you're the other big body that's on Houston. I mean, Thompson can get a lot of rebounds, and so can Durant, but you're the main person. I think this is going to be kind of a wild shooting night. I don't think all the shots are going to land. I think 9 is a pretty easy number for him to hit. He did it a lot last year, and I'm surprised his number is as low as it is, but I thought opening night would be probably closer to, I thought it would have been at 10, but when I saw it 9, I'm like, I have to go for it. Jabari Smith, I'm banking that he's going to be kind of like a defensive rebound and facilitator forward, because you got Kevin Durant. You're going to want to give it the ball in the hands of your 2 playmakers right now, which are Thompson and Durant. I think he gets like 8-10 points. 12 did. This one is the one where I was kind of like, I don't know if he's going to get it. He might not. That's one where if you find somebody else, you can plug and play that one. But I am sticking with the under 12 points. I think it's still early in the season. If he hits his 3-pointers, I think this line hits. But if he does, he hits the over, I should say. If he doesn't connect on his threes, I don't see him hitting this. LeGwen Stort, I like him on the defensive side. He is the most inconsistent, I would say, shooter. He gets hot and he'll stay hot for 4 games, and then you won't hear from him for like 5 games. Great defensive player, but I think he kind of knows his like role when it comes to the OKC like rotation, what they want from him. I just feel like that's a high fantasy score for him. He didn't hit it a lot last year, but he did hit it. But opening night, I think he's going to be a little bit off on his shot. I don't think he's going to rebound a lot. I don't think he's going to assist a lot. He might get some steals. I don't know. I just feel like that's too high of a fantasy score for him. And then Tari Eason. I just don't see it. I see you getting 14 minutes tonight. I don't even think you're going to get as many as you think you're going to get. I might be wrong on that. He might have a much bigger role this year, but I think 10.5 is pretty high for him. And then there's a promotional thing going on with Prizepicks for Steph Curry for a point. So as long as we hit on the first 5 picks with the OKC game and Houston game, we're looking really good, because we automatically hit with Lakers. I mean, weirder things have happened, but he needs a point. So those are the 2 plays for tonight. I hope we cash. I may turn this into the 2-day all-in challenge, but if we hit both these, I will do it. If we only hit one of them, I'll probably just, do a little 5-day challenge or something like that. This is more of just like, I want to get plays out there, more of a feel it out kind of day, because it is opening night. It's very, very hard to tell what these players are going to do and what the role is going to be. So I will see you guys for day 2. We have a lot of NBA tomorrow and the rest of this week, and then I'm very excited about a Thursday night play that I have. So I will see you guys